Welcome to DickeyDines Show, everybody. How y'all doing? How are you doing? I never ask you how you're doing, Austin. I always ask them.
I want to talk about it.
I never ask you how you doing.
I'm doing good, man. Life's
Cool.
good.
Is it worth living?
Let me tell you.
Yeah. No. So today we're going over best live bands that you guys have seen, and we're gonna see if we've maybe seen them also, and why you think that they are the best.
Best is the best.
Are you ready to get into this?
Let's do it, baby boy.
All right. Number 1, Zach Jones says, Sticks, because Dennis DeYoung signed a hockey stick and threw it in the crowd, and it knocked some girl out. She woke back up a couple minutes later, but someone had taken the hockey stick. Damn! That's like adding insult to injury.
All right, I like to imagine that she sat there for like the whole 2 minutes, like nobody, everyone was like, fuck it up. Fuck it.
They're still just like listening to Sticks.
Or fighting over the hockey stick.
I feel like that's some kind of like
Sticks,
irony.
hockey stick,
Yeah.
I didn't even
There's some irony there. It's
wow.
knocked out by a stick at Sticks. Hell yeah, dude. All right, Pepjin Dan
Bless you.
says, Enter Shikari, you know why. I don't know why.
Oh, have you not seen Enter Shikari?
I've never seen Enter Shikari
Dude,
live.
Enter Shikari is fucking awesome.
Are they?
I've seen him 3 times, and it's fucking, yeah, definitely one of the better bands I've ever seen live.
Why?
It's just so fun. Like, I saw them at El Corazon, and they, there was like I was a part of this human pyramid that happened in the pit. There's like wild shit like that, or there's like just crazy light shows happening the whole time, and just everybody's there to have fun. And it was kind of like a dance thing, but it was all a bunch of metalhead and like prog kids that were there.
Is it like a human pyramid that everybody runs into? Or
It
they
fell
just
down.
like...
I don't know what happened. I was on the bottom, but it did collapse.
It was your fault,
They
Austin.
also did the I think they did one of the crawl of deaths at Warped Tour when they had everybody sit down and kind of threw every crawl towards each other.
Isn't that like the Wall of Life or something?
No, that was a mirror for the Wall of Life. That was where just everybody just tries to climb over each other.
Oh, okay.
And that one was scary. It was like
That
a tidal
sounds
wave
really
of people.
scary. Holy crap! All right, Mac Ward says Afro Celt sound system because memes. What's an Afro Celt sound system?
I think it's a band called Afro Celt Sound System.
Afro Celt sound system. I'm gonna look this up. He says because memes though.
I don't know. Maybe it's a meme band.
Afro
Celt
sound system. Let's see. What is this?
You already looked it up.
No, I have never looked them up.
It looked like it was purple.
No, I've never. It's just blue. I've never looked them up. I swear, I don't know who Afro Celt sound system is.
It's just like the whole page is filled. It's like, this is my favorite band. I don't know.
Well, I don't know why, but I guess they're memes.
Yeah, it looks like a band. I mean,
Cool.
maybe you've heard of them.
Yeah. All right, Nicholas Elzerman says, masked intruder because some dude was just casually smoking crack right next to me. And then a half-naked cop touched me while we sang together Fun Night in Detroit. He touched you?
It's just like a half-naked cop just like...
I was going to say...
It was like near him.
How did he touch you? Like,
I know, that sounds so
sexual or like, was it just
molested?
like... I'm a half-naked cop, what's up? It's like, yeah, I know, right? Just like, awkwardly, like, every time you move, he gets, like, closer and, like,
Right. Just
won't let
only
you get
smoking
away.
crack. Right next to
I've
you.
sat next to someone
Hey
smoking
man, you want
crack.
some fucking crack?
Yeah, it was, I think we just talked about that in
Yeah,
a recent
that was a
video.
recent
It's,
one.
it's an exciting thing. All right. Keith Isaiah O'Hara says, for the likes of you. That's your band.
That my band.
Because I completely blacked out a good chunk of the set, and I only remember seeing Austin on the floor against a bench and his vomit outside the venue right after the show. Is that the really hot show that you threw up
the
at?
PNW.
Where was that at?
Pomona, at the venue called PNW.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it was very hot. It was it was in a room that had no ventilation. I puked a bunch outside.
Now, why did you black out though? I
don't know why he blacked. It was hot and he was in the pit. That's probably
Maybe.
why. Because it was like unreasonably like stuffy in that.
I mean, your
place.
shows get pretty cool. They get pretty exciting.
Yeah,
I
they
will
get pretty
say.
sore when DickeyDines comes up and beats you. That's what I'm saying.
Which was, by the way, a planned
It was
planned
It was
thing.
a planned meme.
Wasn't like I just decided to go up there. And,
Just like, you know what? Fuck this band.
it was so funny the response to that too, because there were like there were 3 people. There were like the people who just hated crowd killing. They're like, this is fucking stupid. I hate crowd killing. And the people like who don't know me and they're like, why would Jared do that? Or like they know
like,
of me but they don't know me. So like I know him, but like that's a dick thing to do. Why do you do that?
Right.
And then the people who like are like, oh yeah, that's Austin's band. That was funny.
Right. And the small demographic that got it.
Right. Exactly. It's like crowd killing's so stupid. All right. Mark Bruin says Steel Panther, not the best band I have seen, but the show is awesome. Lots of boobs.
Ooh.
Yes, I am a simple man. Me too.
Simple booby man.
I've never seen Steel Panther, but I hear that they're pretty cool.
I don't have many memories from seeing Hollywood Undead, but I do remember the titties. There was
Yeah.
a lot of titties involved.
Well, this is Steel Panther, not Hollywood.
I know, but I'm just saying. That's
I imagine that if
Swedish
there's
movies.
titties at Hollywood Undead, there's probably a lot more, because that's their gimmick, right? That's
The
like
Steel Panther
Yeah.
thing, yeah, there are probably a lot more titties there. Yeah, they're just like a sex rock and roll band. I'm
pretty
sure.
much, yeah. I would like to see them live. One picture explains everything.
I don't even know what band this is.
I think it's Rammstein or
Oh, is it?
Rammstein, however you pronounce it.
Rammstein.
Yeah, it looks like they're shooting.
Giant, a chode cannon.
I'm pretty sure that's them. Because I can't imagine other people that would really do that.
So the intent on his face is like, get fucked.
They were banned from the States for a while. I don't know
Were
if they.
they?
Yeah, I don't know if they
shooting a
still
cum
are.
cannon
No,
at
it
the
was
crowd?
because of pyrotechnics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was their fire
Is
show.
butterfly flying across the fucking stage?
I don't know the details on it, but yeah, they were banned for a minute. They would be another cool one to see.
Banned.
Corey Bell says, Rammstein, so much fire. See, I literally just said that.
Yeah, sorry.
That's funny.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, they would be really cool to see. Luis Alteri says, Uncle Teddy Nugent, my first concert ever, went with my dad when I was like 10 years old. I remember him shooting a picture of Osama bin Laden with a flaming arrow and a weird old drunk couple grinding on each other in front of me. Yeah, that sounds like a Ted Nugent concert.
I guess.
For sure.
I mean, that sounds pretty wild.
What's that one, his one song, or he has two songs, Cat Scratch Fever and Stranglehold.
And shoot
It's-
Osama with the
And
flaming
shoot
arrow.
Osama with the
Can't miss that
flaming arrow.
classic.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
Dude,
I mean,
yeah,
not the
but
drunk
I
couple
would,
grinding
yeah,
on each
just
other.
anybody
but-
shooting a fucking flaming arrow at a concert, that'd be pretty nuts to
Especially
to
if it's
watch.
like an over-exaggeratedly big.
Right,
like-
it's like a huge, like,
huge
Robin
thing.
Hood fucking
And with him, he's probably like really talented with them too, because he's like a country guy like
country
that.
boy throwing axes at something.
You're right. Pulls out an AK. Dominic Guard. I saw the Killers not too long ago with my girlfriend. I wasn't a huge fan of them, but I went for her. The Killers came out and just rocked the show. The crowd was on point with the singing and dancing, and there were a good mix of well-timed lasers and confetti. It was just a lot of fun to get away from the more cozy metal shows that I usually go to.
Crazy.
I like the Killers a lot.
I've never seen them. Have you seen them?
I've never seen them live, no. But I like them. They have a lot of cool hits. They're
Oh, yeah,
pretty
Lord.
sweet. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
That
That's
sounds fun.
sick.
I'd love to see them too. I've never heard anything about their live show until
Well,
this
like,
post.
bands like that, when they're so big,
They
it's
just can't
like their
afford to
production
be-
is
yeah,
just
yeah.
insane. So, like, their shows are going to be just off the hook.
Bring Me
every
the
time.
Horizon live now.
Yeah,
like a full
exactly.
hired orchestra.
Right, for real. All right, Mason Kelly. My first time seeing Guar, another band I want to see but I've never seen.
Dude.
I was only 13, and I never have heard or seen anything like them before. Their gimmick was to make fun of the WWE for this tour. They brought out a ton of monsters, popped Obama's head, and he sprayed the crowd in grape juice blood, ripped Hillary's tits off, sodomized the Pope with a cross, ripped a baby in half, then stuck it in Odorous' armor, then finally pissed on the crowd. I had to go to school the next day covered in tons of colors. Heads turned. They were at Warped Tour, right?
Yeah,
because that was a
I
little
saw them
Warped,
at
Warped Tour pun that you made.
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance to see them. I don't know where I was.
We were at the I Prevail bus. We
Oh,
were
that's
hanging out for a
right.
second, and it was like somebody was like, "Gore's happening." I was like, "I gotta go."
Damn, yeah. And
I think Tony and I left to go see him, and
I
we
got
caught like
stuck
half their
back.
set. It was
Yeah.
fucking weird. It was awesome though. I'm glad I got to see it.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot more nuts. I think they had to tone it down for Warped Tour.
Warped Tour, probably.
But still, it was nuts. Yeah, they had the cannons. They were like, some dude got it was Donald Trump, I think. He got his chest ripped off, and there's just like blood
Nice.
shooting everywhere.
That's
It's
funny.
fucking cool.
Remington Vert says Trivium saw last November and they were so much fun, so much energy on stage, and Matt even stopped the show to break up a fight. Mad respect for all of them.
I
Yeah,
thought you'd
dude.
have some comments for this one.
Well, Trivium's fucking sick, dude. The one thing that I appreciate about Matt, watching them a couple months ago or whatever, is that his presence on stage is so like military.
Really?
Like other like not saying it's a bad thing, but other vocalists they'll kind of be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? So we got like another song or whatever, like blah blah blah." I mean, everything that Matt said was just like, "Motherfuckers, we're here to rock. Let's see you fucking move. This song is called blah 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 blah." Just like he
Right,
had a
just
persona,
on
and it was
point.
just like the crowd fucking loved
Right.
it. It was like the coolest thing to see him just command them in that like
Be
almost
confident.
military way
Yeah.
of just like he knew everything he was gonna say. He was never like kind of like, "Oh, thanks guys." Blah, blah. He was just like, you know, and then they just played fucking flawlessly, which was, you know,
Right.
super super cool to see him.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, sick band. Sam Couch, Pop Evil, just because the singer told the crowd, "Fuck Justin Bieber," and it made my fiance who loves the Bieber to get all pouty. So he's happy that his fiance
Right.
got upset.
Who's your favorite band live? Pop Evil, cause fuck my fiance.
Yeah, right. Because fuck Justin Bieber.
It's like the pop evil of all bands. It's just
Yeah.
like, what's their gripe with Justin Bieber?
I don't even know who they are.
I think they have the I'm going 155.
Oh, that's right.
Don't know why.
I think it was like Tanner, Rest Repose vocalist. I think he talked about them at some point, but I've never listened to them.
Oh shit, what that band?
Something like that.
They don't like Justin Bieber's though, so.
Damn, BB haters. Alaric Upton says, I'm gonna be honest, out of all them, Skillet and Sleeping with Sirens have been the most exciting, but Five Finger Death Punch was the hardest.
Next.
I mean, and here we go.
Just no further comments, huh?
Eowyn McLean says, I haven't seen any bands live yet, but I'm waiting to see Ghost.
That'd be a
cool,
fucking
dude.
solid first show.
For
oh my
sure,
God. Their
yeah.
theatrics are nuts.
They never come here, I don't think.
They've been here a couple of times, but it's like they haven't been here since like 2016 or 2015, I think.
Yeah.
Fucking Zesty went last time. I missed him, but he
That'd be
he brought me back. They had a ghost like dollar.
Uh-huh.
They had like their own money thing that they had made, and they shot it out of like confetti cannons
Oh,
at the end
that's
of their
super
set, and
cool.
it like had Papa like printed on the front of it. It was really cool.
They'd be a
But shit
cool
like that.
band to see for sure. Alex Shook says Whitechapel because Daddy Phil vaped on stage. Oh, that's right, he vapes. I always forget
it's
about
weird.
that.
He does it on stage all the time. I've seen so
Yeah.
many videos where it's like this fat breakdown with no vocals, and he's just like.
Do you think he does it like ironically?
I think it's just like he's embracing it at this point, or he just
Okay.
honestly just doesn't give a fuck.
Is he doing that because he used to smoke, or just
I think so. Yeah, I think I can't confirm that, but
Yeah.
I think so. I remember hearing something about that because he's been doing it for a fucking while.
Yeah, that's funny. He's just like embracing it. Vince Saxton says Nagazi because they were one of the best and one of the heaviest performers of the day, and the band who played before them were drunk and high fools.
I think they're the best band live because they weren't the other band.
They weren't the other band, right? Exactly.
Nagazi. I've never heard of that band. Have you?
No, I have not.
Sounds black metal.
Probably, yeah.
Nagazi.
Drunk on stage, you are a fool. High on stage, though, I've been high and played, and I feel like I'm very.
Those are different worlds.
They are very different worlds. Like drunk, you lose your motor skills, and
Right.
you're just like high. You just focus. You're just like
right.
like knowing all the fucking shredders that we do that like smoke weed. It's just like
Right. Chill out.
Yeah.
Shit. Baby.
Daniel Warford says my band. Oh, okay. It was so good. People didn't even need to hear past the second song. They were on so much awe. They started leaving by the dozen. Aw.
By the 12 at a time.
That's so sad.
Hey,
I'm
man.
sorry, bro.
You guys did good.
You know what we should do for another episode? We should do reacting to our fans' bands.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, which could get brutal, but I think...
I mean, yeah, if you guys want some genuine, honest criticism,
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I'm down.
We should make a post about that at some point. Be like, hey, if you're a fan of the show, want us to critique your band,
Right.
leave it in the comments, and then
Let's do it.
we'll
Let us know if
actually
you're up
critique
for
it.
it.
But you can't get pissed if we don't like it.
Yeah, Sarby.
We have to be honest about it. All right, a few more. Joey Ezelman says Slipknot. Do I really need to say anything else?
Have you seen Slipknot live?
No, I have not.
Dude, me fucking
I haven't
either,
seen
man.
any bands live,
It's
apparently.
Like all the bigger bands. Like I've seen so many of like those like metalcore bands or
Exactly,
something like
yeah.
like that level and below.
Sure.
But I've never seen like I've missed like no Slipknot, no
Yeah.
like Breaking Benjamin, no like
Right.
Muse or anything of that nature.
It's because we just go to all the smaller shows.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
local bands, like, oh, hey, our buddies are playing, let's go. And it's like whoever band is playing at the time. But then every time someone big comes through, we're just like, we don't
Right.
look for it. We're not paying attention to like when they're
I think the only show of that I've ever been to is Childish Gambino. It's the only
On
like,
that size,
yeah, like
yeah.
that scale that wasn't like a metal show.
I mean, probably the biggest bands I've seen are like Bring Me the Horizon, but they weren't even that. That was a couple years ago. Deftones, I saw Deftones.
Oh, nice.
They were sick.
I saw Bring Me the Horizon at a Warped Tour, but I haven't seen.
I don't know
if
if Warped Tour counts.
I don't think it does.
Because that's like a huge
Right, there's
festival.
just like everything there.
I'm talking like a band that just rolls through with
Right,
like
yeah.
4 bands.
Well, then no, I have not seen Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah, it was Issues, Bring Me the Horizon, Let Live, and
What a show!
I don't remember who else it was. But yeah, I need to go to more big shows. Dixon Benjamin says Architects.
I feel like
Yeah.
did your name get switched around?
Dixon, Benjamin.
I think your name should be Benjamin Dixon.
Right? Musically, one of the tightest bands on the planet. Beyond that, they are the most genuine, humble dudes in heavy music right now. Every show is a life-changing experience. I've seen videos of them live, and I will say that as far as being like the tightest sounding band and like just fucking solid, for sure, yeah.
I've heard that their shows are like life-changing for multiple people too.
Really?
That, like, well, even like Josh initially when he was like reamped again, it was because of the Architect show. Like,
right.
I've heard a lot of people that are like, yeah, I went to Architects and now I'm just fucking inspired.
That would be such a cool legacy to have.
Right.
Just like, dude, I saw Architects change my life.
For real, yeah.
Like, that'd be so fucking cool. Like, they have it, like, dialed in.
For real.
All right. Richard Gomez. Igor, a French band that combines metal, opera, country... Oh, you know what? I know this band.
That's the Travis Ryan band.
Yeah, that's the band that Travis Ryan sent me, and he's like, this is my favorite fucking band
ever. Dude, for real. Listen to like all the genre melds.
The dual vocalist sings in a language they invented called Oxosox, XOX. The female singer was in a dress and the male vocalist in rags and face paint. I saw them in Boston on February 3rd, and it was insane. It was a cross between a metal show and a rave. Strobe lights jumping around, moshing. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. That sounds really cool, actually.
Yeah, that sounds super interesting.
I like when really, really experimental bands can do shit really well.
Right, when like talented musicians get together and just play obscure shit.
Yeah. And Travis Ryan.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
From Cattle
I'd see
fucks
that.
with you, so that's
what a
cool.
what a way to go the extra mile to invent a fucking language for your band.
Real.
Like,
yeah.
Jesus.
That's pretty sick. All right, last one. Joshua the Savage Reeves. He says spite. Their aggression, I think, is what is missing with the bands we have today. Just something special. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I think aggression. Yeah, well, just from seeing like how when I was beating up your band on stage, how like
how primal
upset people were about it. Well, like, but everyone at the show was like, that was the highlight of the show.
Right.
Everyone like whipped their phones out. They were like,
dude, for real.
oh,
that's like the most thing that's ever
that's cool. That's
at our
sick.
show.
And then like online, people just like, it's fucking gay. It's just like,
yeah, it's that live environment. If you're not there and you're just watching it, like I'm sure if you watch this, like it's like when you watch videos of people crowd killing people, you're like, that's fucking dumb. But if you're there, it's like, okay, I get it. It makes sense. Like, you hear those fucking drops or like this Spite, for example, like his vocals, you hear it and you're just like, okay, let's kill people.
Exactly. Cool. That's all we got from you guys. Austin, what's your favorite band you've ever seen live?
Oh shit, boy. Dude, the Let Live at the Quesadilla Factory back in the day, that was pretty fucking cool. It's like the 30-cap venue.
Dude, I'm saying those are the best shows, man.
Yeah, that was one of the most memorable shows I've ever been to for sure.
Those are sick.
Yeah, God, that show was so cool. Like he like climbed up on like arcade machines and shit, and it was just like
when I saw him, he did the same thing. He climbed in the rafters, like hung down and shit.
I don't know what it was about that show specifically too, but Jason got like super emotional and was like crying on stage mostly. It was just a really intimate, like cool show.
Yeah, when I saw him, he was talking about like his battle with cancer and winning it, and like where he came from in life, and he got a little bit emotional too.
That's
so it's probably
cool.
just like what he's been through is like real for him, you know.
That's awesome. What about you?
Shit, dude. Probably like Deftones was super good.
Oh yeah.
They were on point.
Dude, the Contortionist is probably one of the
the
cleanest
dude,
band I've ever seen.
Contortionist, they're so sick
tight.
live.
I've seen them 3 times and they fucking have been perfect every single time.
As far as like ability and perfection, Contortionist or like Jason Richardson and Luke Collins.
Oh yeah, just how precise.
Because like every time I watch them, I'm just like
mess up, please mess up.
And like it's just the most crazy thing to witness, and they're
real.
just so on point. As far as like production, like stage show, like cool, Contortionist was pretty fucking sick.
Dude, that was pretty cool too. Yeah, they had the light show and that cool fucking giant metal thing they put behind the drums that has like lights going.
And they were just pro, like the way they moved.
Dude,
the
their
way
vocals
they
are my favorite. It's like a robot. Like,
the way their songs are, like. The craziness of their songs, they didn't miss a single beat.
It feels just like a big story.
Yeah,
like
exactly. That's what I said. It was like watching a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, I would go with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. Hit that like button and comment down below and let us know your favorite band that you've seen live. Be sure to check out the Facebook page. Go like it, and when we ask these questions, you can leave a response. We'll see it. You might be featured in an upcoming video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Austin, is there anything you would like to say?
Thanks for being here. Appreciate the continued support. War Robots, if you're watching, give us that fucking ad.
War Robots, come on!
Please! Please!
Okay, bye.